Hello everybody, welcome to Cove's Place. I'm Colin, great to have you along this morning. I'm down in Bournemouth Gardens. Going to do another little walk this morning, guys. Show you another part of our sunny town. It's really nice this morning. Weather's about 10 degrees all day every day at the moment. It is the beginning of February, so it's not exactly Tenerife weather. So what I'll do, without further ado, I'll find a little map of the town and I'll show you where we're going to go this morning. How's that? There we go, found one. Right, so we are currently in the central gardens here, right in the middle. So I'll take you up to the beach. We'll hit the pier, have a quick look at the beach and the nice sunny views. Then I think what we'll do is we'll go over to East Cliff and then sort of back into town and down this end of town, Westover Rd. I'll show you a few little hidden gems of where to go if you're going to come down Bournemouth. Okay, so if you're up for that, let's have it. All you need to do for me, you know the drill. Give us a like, share it to your friends and family, and press the subscribe button as well. All helps the channel. So yeah, as I say, we're down in Bournemouth Lower Gardens at the moment, right in front of, well, right to the side rather, of Bournemouth Pavilion Theatre. You'd have seen that in my first little walkabout last weekend. It's a bit sunny and a bit warmer today for the beginning of February. Not too busy because it is quite early in the morning. And it's a Saturday. There we go, so we're just coming round now to the seafront, Bournemouth Pier straight ahead of us under the underpass. So hope everyone's well. Big thanks for all your comments on the last couple of videos I've uploaded. Hope you enjoyed them. The first one was the walk on West Cliff last weekend, and I put one up in the week as well of my trip to La Palma Volcano Island back in December. So if you haven't seen them, check them out, they're on the channel, and give us a thumbs up and any comments and feedback. So yeah, hope everyone's well. So we're just going around the back of Bournemouth Pavilion Theatre now, and then what we'll do is we'll hit the pier. Should be some nice views today. See if there's any waves. A bit of a mixed week this week. Been working hard. Had a gig last night, karaoke gig last night, so a little bit weary this morning. I've got to pick my car up as well. My car broke down in the week. It needs a new alternator, so hopefully get that sorted today and I can get back out on the road. Other than that, all good, and I hope everyone else is well. My legs are tired, even up the smallest of hills. So I think everywhere's just opening up now. So over on the right, we've got Bournemouth Oceanarium. Straight ahead of us, the pier, with the amusement arcade in the centre. That's already open. Above that, Aruba, cafe, bar, restaurant. I think we'll go over this way and round. See what's going on. I showed you that place last week, Hot Rocks Hawaiian Tiki Bar. It is open, but it had a fire before Christmas up on the roof. So it looks like they're redoing the roof. And behind that, the red brick place, Bournemouth International Centre, Conference Centre. It's where they have concerts and all that sort of thing. Bit of wind noise. It'll quiet down once you get round the other side of the pier. There we go, guys, check out the view. Over to the Purbex, Harry's Rocks. And this morning you can see, if I point it over there and do a bit of a zoom. There we go. Right at the very end there, those little white buildings, that's Sandbanks, the posh bit as we call it. Then you've got the Purbeck Hills, Harry's Rocks and Bournemouth Pier. So what we'll do is we'll go around here. I did this bit in the last vlog, so I won't hang around. Just wanted to show you our lovely beach this morning. Not too busy. I'll do a separate walk on the pier one day and I'll show you what goes on at the end. Dog life. early morning walk. There's our landing stage for the zip wire. Check that out. Not bad for a Saturday morning. Okay, so what we'll do is, I reckon we'll go over onto East Cliff. One man, one leg, one journey. Solo walk around the coastline of Great Britain. Wow. Rather him than me. Okay, so tourist information here on the left, right down by the pier. Show you this place as well. Great place to bring your kids. Smugglers Cove, Adventure Golf. This opened, I think it was year before last, sort of during the lockdown period. So basically it's a Smugglers themed crazy golf course. 18 holes. Me and Saf have done it a couple of times. Really enjoyed it. It's not open at the minute. If you're thinking of coming, here's your prices. £9.60 adults, £6.60 kids. Family group, 2 adults, 3 kids, 28 quid. 30% off tickets for players with a BH Bournemouth postcode for January and February. There we go. So we'll walk around here. You can put your heads in there. I can think of a few people I could do that to be honest. Excuse my coughing and sniffing this morning as well, guys. Just getting over it. There we are, that's better. Right. Yeah, full 18 holes in that. Swerve the lamppost. This used to just be a flat area. It used to be in the, I think, sort of 80s, 90s. It was a outdoor swimming pool. Then they flattened it. Then they opened the big IMAX cinema, which failed quite dramatically. Closed that down, and then they built this. And it seems quite popular. Bournemouth's full of crazy golf courses. Then over to the right, just on the beach promenade itself, this is the back of Harry Ramsden's. We've got lovely barrel bikes which you can hire. Okay, so this now, we're walking up East Cliff, East Overcliff. Bit of a trek, but it'll be worth it once we get to the top. Yeah, so as I said, big thanks for your comments on the previous videos as well, guys. Really appreciated all the feedback. Overwhelmed by the support as well from everybody, especially all the guys who've been referred over from the Tenerife vloggers. Nice to have you all along, and thanks for all your kind comments. I'll be doing more of these walkabouts. My plan is I'm sort of doing central Bournemouth first of all, show you sort of where I live, and then as the weeks go by I'll sort of go out to Bournemouth a little bit, show you around a bit more. Then if you're thinking of coming down in the summer, drop me a message and we'll happily meet up and show you around. So it's Bournemouth Pier from East Cliff with the Purbex in the background. And over that way we've got Poole, over to Poole Harbour, West Cliff, Alumchine, all around that area. Absolutely lovely this morning. So over in the distance there, on the far right is the Isle of Wight. Then you've got the Solent. And then that headland there is what's called Hengistbury Head, which sort of backs onto Christchurch, because then you're into Dorset then. And this is East Cliff. So what we're going to do, hopefully, skip into town this way. Russell Coates House Gallery and Garden, that's a local museum. We're on East Cliff Slope. Kid zone in the summer, get a wristband for your kiddies on the beach so they don't get lost. And there's all our seafront rules and regulations. No barbecues. You can have dogs on Bournemouth Beach, but only certain areas at certain times. Certain times of the year. I think in midsummer, basically, if you've got a dog, sort of like about a mile either side of the pier, dogs aren't allowed. I think it's May to September, but outside of that, in any other area, you can basically take your dog wherever you want. Okay, so we're going to walk down here. Onto Bath Road. I'm a northerner, I say Bath down here, they all say Bath. What do you say? I say Bath because it's got no R in it and I'm a northerner. Everybody has a go at me down here for that. Okay, so there's the International Centre in the distance, BIC, B-I-C. Pan round, Pavilion Theatre. It's a lovely morning. Yeah, so a few of you said you like to come down to Bournemouth, or you've been to Bournemouth in the past. If you're going to come down, drop me a comment. If there's anywhere you want me to show you in particular, let me know. Always go and have a look.
That's not happening.
Okay, so this is Bath Road, Bath Road. Quick jump out, mind the traffic. There we go. Safety. Pavilion Theatre, check this out. Who remembers these? The Hollies. Tuesday 7th of June. And Thursday 5th of May in Bournemouth Pavilion Theatre, the sensational 60s experience. Mike Pender, original voice of the Searchers, the Tremlows, Dozy, Beaky, Mick and Titch, don't know what happened to the others, the Fortunes and the Dakotas. Come on, admit it, who remembers all them, drop me a note. Over the road, we've got the Royal Bath Hotel. Big old place. Many years ago, when we used to get bands and stars and summer shows in the BIC and the Pavilion, that hotel was where they all used to stay after the shows. Don't think it happens so much these days. Okay, so we're going on to, this is Westover Road. Funky Griller Steakhouse over there, can recommend that place. Get decent steak in there. With that we've got Prezzo. It's all a bit closed this morning. It's still a bit early for some of these places. Fit Cookie Health Food Supplies, and then the Premier Inn. That's the Premier Inn Westover Road. That one, if you're looking for a hotel in Bournemouth, there's about 5 or 6 Premier Inns. This one here is the one that's nearest the seafront. It's literally a stone's throw, as you can see. So be careful when you're booking, because as I say, there's about 4 or 5 Premier Inns, travel lodges. A couple of them are a little bit out of town. Okay, so tucked under there, we've got the Grosvenor Casino and Bowl Central. Okay, that building there with the blue frontage, that used to be a cinema. It's always been a cinema and theatre. In the 60s, I think late 60s, I think it was called the Gaumont Theatre. Somebody will probably correct me, but there is photos online. If I can find one, I'll have a look and I'll edit into this. Up on the balcony there, there's pictures of when the Beatles played in there, and there's a famous picture, I think, of I think all 4 of them actually, sitting on the balcony pointing over to this place, which is the Pavilion Theatre, where they were, I think they were performing. They were either performing in the Gaumont or they were going to perform here, one or the other. So I'll try and dig that picture out online and edit into this video if I can. Okay, so yeah, front of the Pavilion Theatre, got the fountains on this morning. Must have known I was going to film. We'll have a walk around here, let's see who's on the posters. For more information, bournemouthpavilion.co.uk. Okay, so we got Paul Carrick, good and ready, Friday 11th of February. Steve Baxwell, oh nice, Saturday 23rd of April. That'll be the day, Buddy Holly Experience, that's a great show. That is on Wednesday 27th of April. For the more cultured amongst you, Madame Butterfly, Carmen, Friday 6th of May. Then we've got the 60s thing we saw earlier. Everly Brothers Story, Thursday the 2nd of June, walk right back. Then we've got Ballet, Nutcracker, Romeo Juliet, Swan Lake, Monday the 7th, Wednesday the 9th of March. 100 Years of Big Bands, Tuesday 26th of April. ABBA Tribute, Friday the 18th. Musical Kinky Boots. Comedy Club, James Morrison's, he's still going, wow. Thursday 17th of March, that's St Patrick's with Newton Faulkner as special guest. There's your ABBA Tribute. And Omajali. I think he was on last night actually. Yeah, he was, look, February the 4th. So you missed him. And an Antiques Fair. There we go. Oh, one more. Meatloaf Tribute, Anything for Love. Featuring the music of Meatloaf, Sunday 17th of July. And what's this one? Brand new show, The Bowie Experience, Saturday 12th of February. There you go, plenty going on. bournemouthpavilion.co.uk. It does change throughout the year, so keep an eye out if you're in Bournemouth, because they do have some great shows on in there. And there's also the other place over the road, which is the Bournemouth International Centre. They have like the bigger artists on. Okay, so out the theatre, back onto Westover Road. So over there we've got Gym Group, Moss Brothers, Taylors, Wagamama. KFC. Oh, there you go, look. 10cc in concert. Monday 4th of April at the Pavilion. Who's on this one? Oh. That's about swimming pool. 10cc, wow. Okay, so this side on the left now, this backs onto Bournemouth Gardens where we started off. And if you look through the trees there, that dome structure, that's a new aviary. For many years there was a little square aviary there, housing like cockatiels and finches and all sorts. Big attraction. It did get a little bit sort of weary and dilapidated, so they knocked it down, and there was a big fundraising campaign, and they've built that one now, a big dome structure, which is looking quite nice. Looks like it's nearly finished as well, so probably have that up and running for the summer. Let's cross over. Show you this place. My daughter's favourite, one of my daughter's favourite places, though we haven't been in here for ages. Confectionery served in the old-fashioned way. Check that out. Okay, got Robert Old's Taylors. lot of these shops are like boutiques, bit niche, bit posh for the likes of me. Michael Matthews Jewellers. Hidden gem alert coming up. Those of you in the know, I like my boozers. Got a belter one coming up for you now. I'll just move out onto the road a bit. This is the Brass House. Cask Ales, craft beers. It's quite deceiving, it's actually quite a big pub inside. Got the rugby on today. So if you're in Bournemouth and you want a nice pint, Westover Rd, the Brass House. Okay, over the road there, that place, that used to be tourist information, but it's now a restaurant called The Stable. Does pizza, pies and cider. I've not been in, but there's quite a lot of people who rave about it, so it must be good. But Westover Gallery. There we go. Richmond Classics. And we'll take you around here onto Jervis Place, I think it's called. Got Cove Brasserie. Not as cheap as a Tenerife breakfast. Delis de Champs Cafe Restaurants. John Smith's Subs. All closed, it's a bit earlier. 7 Bone Burger. Out into the street. 7 Bone Burger. And another one of Safi's favourite places. It's my daughter, my youngest, Yobu, which is one of these bubble tea shops. Okay, so this, I'll show you this one. St. Peter's Church. Big landmark in the centre of Bournemouth. In there, you'll notice this pub opposite, the Mary Shelley, which is Wetherspoons. Called the Mary Shelley. The reason I've called it the Mary Shelley is because in that church, in the graveyard behind that church, they've got the graves of Mary Shelley and Percy Shelley, the creators of Frankenstein. There he is. So for all you guys visiting Bournemouth, if the fellas want a pint while your wives are going shopping, look for the big church. Right opposite, you got a decent Wetherspoons, Mary Shelley. Don't say, don't show you anything. Right, here's a little hidden gem for you. So if you're in Bournemouth and you want a decent breakfast, this is where you need to come. So remember the big church, which is there. Go behind the big church and you've got this place, Norwegian Wood Coffee Lounge. Fab food here. Bournemouth's oldest coffee lounge, named after the Beatles record at the time. There you go. Norwegian wood, so remember that, guys. And it's handy because right opposite you've got a car park that none of the tourists really know about. Glenfern car park, paying display. So there's your church, there's your cafe, and there's your car park. And if you've got kiddies with you and it's a bit of a rainy day, you've also got this place here, the Oasis Fun Centre. So in there there's a little cafe restaurant, there's like a little 10-pin bowling, mini golf, amusement arcade, soft play, all that sort of thing. Very reasonable price too. Me and Saf have been there a couple of times, so that's worth knowing about as well if it's raining and you're in Bournemouth. So there you go. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll head back round because there's not much more up that way, and we'll go down to Bournemouth Square. So we'll head back down here, down towards Bournemouth Square. Bit of a wind tunnel here. Again, apologies if there's wind noise. Yeah, Tim, I will speak to you about the audio. Just show you this place, the arcade. In there we've got Waterstones, a couple of jewellers, white stuff clothing, and the Mean Bean coffee machine. Pretty little place to come and shop. Yeah, look at that. One for Scotsman in Tenerife, COVID testing, same day results. If you need them to go to Spain. There we go, so we'll come back out into the sunshine. So what we're going to do, we're going to take you down to the square, Bournemouth Square. What we'll do is we'll cross over here. So if we go down that way, it's where all the bus stops are and you get a lot of bus noise. So we'll go over into the gardens. There we go. So yeah, as I said earlier, stable, restaurant, pizza, cider and pies. We'll go down here into the gardens where it's a bit quieter. Looking for some squirrels. It's normally teeming with squirrels. Must be a bit chilly for them. Yeah, so a couple of shout outs. As I said, Tim, living with MS in Tenerife on his vlog. Thanks for all your help and advice, Tim. Seen some great stuff off you on your channel this week. So I'm sure most of you know him already. If you don't, if you go to Living with MS in Tenerife on YouTube, see lovely Tim and Christine. He does his lives, his walks, his drive rounds, really enjoyable, and he's helping me out a lot with the channel as well. We've also got Rick and Shelley, that Tenerife vlogcast. They were over in Gran Canaria for Rick's birthday, so I saw their premieres last night. Absolutely fantastic, so funny. Love you loads, both guys, and I'll see you in March when I'm over. So if you haven't checked them out, go to that Tenerife vlogcast. And also we've got Scotsman in Tenerife, Kevin, whose feet do not seem to touch the floor. He's over in, well, I think he's in Tenerife now. It's the weekend, Saturday, but over the past week or so he's been in Fuerteventura, Lanzarote. I think that he went back home to change his socks and then he flew back out to Tenerife. So I saw him last night in a decky, doing a walk around a decky. So thanks for your comments, Kev, and keep up your great work. You are to what I aspire to be. And a quick shout out as well, I think Tim mentioned Daniel Crackmaster wasn't too well. Hope you're better, Daniel and Sahar, and again I'll see you guys in March when I'm over. And last but not least, a big thanks to everybody for joining in the channel, dropping your comments, keep them coming. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that. That was a little walk through sort of the east side of the pier and along Westover Road. Little hidden gem and Cafe de Lys there as well. $7.50 for a breakfast, not bad for Bournemouth town centre, but it is really nice. I'll show you more as we go along. But listen, thanks for joining in, thanks for tuning in and listening and watching. Appreciate all your comments. Don't forget, drop us a like if you like it, subscribe as well, and hit the button for notifications. So thanks again, stay safe and look after yourselves, and yeah, see you in the next one.